We've got lots of reasons to smile today, right? One of them, of course, being Friday, and we will have your full weekend forecast that is coming up. But making the day brighter, well, we want to give you Mia's rainy day survival guide. She's done such a great job with this story, and I am sure it'll make you smile. Have a look.
Mia didn't check her Weather Network app before she left her house today. Mia is now eating a soaking wet sandwich in her soaking wet clothes. Not even her waterproof mascara was a match for this weather. Don't be a miserable Mia. Instead, be a merry Mia by following these easy tips. Because of COVID-19, it's still safest to meet with friends outdoors, but the cold weather is on its way. So before you head out, make sure to check your Weather Network app. Now you know there's a rainfall warning, so you can be prepared. Grab an umbrella before you head outdoors. Also, make sure you have a rain jacket on, because you definitely need two hands to eat your sandwich. Merry Mia is much happier than a miserable Mia.
Oh, I like Merry Mia. And of course, something to always think about. Have that Weather Network app with you. You definitely need it because fall is such a changeable time of year. And speaking of the change, this will also put a smile on your face. Some incredible images from the sky. We take you to Milton, Ontario now, where the fall colors are looking absolutely amazing. And we just want to give a special shout out to some of our viewers who have been able to capture some of these fantastic fall colors. Check out Assiniboine Park. This is in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Oh, look at Catherine's picture here from New Brunswick. That is just stunning. I have seen the fall colors in person in New Brunswick, and I have to say, they really are amazing. Albert County just shining there. We take you now to a couple places in Ontario, Clayton, Ontario. I love the yellows and the oranges. That is certainly my favorite color. And Godridge, such a beautiful place to enjoy the fall. That looks fantastic. All right, now we want to give you an update on some of the fall colors. The leaf change. If you're staying within the GTA, 90% leaf change at Bronte Park, 40% leaf fall. Look at Silent Lake, 100% change. So this weekend would probably be the peak weekend to check out a place like Silent Lake. Killbear, I was there a couple weeks ago camping. Lucky I had some warmer weather then. It'll be cold if you're camping this weekend there. And 40% leaf change. We thank you so much for sharing all of your fall colors across Canada with us here at the Weather Network.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Fountain Tire. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Lots more winter to go for people in Alberta. But before we dive into that forecast and talk about snow, I want to take you to Masonville, Colorado. Look at the smoke in the sky. The Cameron Peak fire is now officially the largest fire in Colorado history. Over 150,000 acres have been burned. Now, California, of course, has been making headlines for months when it comes to the wildfires here. What you're looking at right now is a brush fire in California. This is in the foothills of the southern Redlands, and you can tell this fire continues to rapidly burn. And for people in Alberta, this was not the only dose of snow you'll be seeing this week. Another big system, quite powerful, quite moisture laden, makes its way in today, and we'll have your Storm Center coverage just ahead.
The chase is on. Clear Out is back again at Kia. And we're all chasing new places, experiences, and our dreams. Our vehicles like the Forte are packed with great features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and blind spot detection to keep you connected and safe for whatever you're chasing. Get your 2020 model before they're all gone. Right now, get as low as 0% financing for 84 months, plus up to a $2,000 clearance bonus.
Buckley's Complete Plus Mucus provides all-in-one relief from more cold and flu symptoms than you can count on one hand, like coughs, sore throats, nasal, sinus, and chest congestion, fevers, and minor aches and pains. Buckley's Complete Plus Mucus. It tastes awful, and it works.
With HelloFresh meal kits, you get tried and tested recipes and fresh, pre-portioned ingredients delivered to your door. Everything you need to cook delicious dinners. Shop now at hellofresh.ca. Dinner solved.
You can learn a lot from your little voice.
Being self-employed, coverage was never really a priority, but my little voice kept telling me to make it one. So I signed up to Manulife Cover Me for great health and dental coverage with Manulife Vitality to earn rewards for doing things that can help make us healthier, like
Seeing a doctor. We earn points just for passing health checks.
Your cholesterol's a little high, but this will help.
good thing our prescriptions are covered. Now we're taking care of all sorts of things we'd put on the back burner, like our teeth.
We grind them in our sleep. So regular checkups are important to us. You wouldn't happen to have anything smaller, would you, Doc?
Manulife Vitality's been a great addition to our coverage, too. Now we live healthier, get rewarded, and save money on insurance.
We even joined the gym because of it. And got an Apple Watch so I can track my activity and all the Vitality points I earn. I'm good.
When it comes to coverage, it pays to listen to your little voice. Call 1-877-COVER-ME or visit coverme.com today.
The average person spends 26 years and 3 months in bed. And that's not all sleeping. Which is why Simba's rigorous testing, responsive memory foam, up to 2,500 unique patented coil springs, and breathable sleep surface are so appreciated. Especially when it's time to go to sleep.
The new Simba collection. Shop in store at Sleep Country or online. Search Simba Sleep now.
For our blind and low vision viewers, the Weather Network offers regional audio description weather reports during our local forecasts on the 10s.
Welcome to Friday, and thank you so much for making the Weather Network a part of your day today. A short week that kind of felt like a long week, and for people in Alberta, Chris, this is going to feel like a long winter, isn't it?
I think so. It's getting off to an early start. Very changeable conditions. Be wary of dicey road conditions, to say the least.
And we're going to get to that story. That is all coming up. But first, Chris, it's Friday. Let's recap some of the stories that caught our attention this week.
Sure.
And of course, yesterday we were talking about flying and our missed European vacations because of the pandemic. However, I watched this story this week, and let's say it grounded me. Have a look at this.
Okay.
There were some scary moments for passengers on a flight from Chicago to DC recently. The pilot was forced to make an emergency landing after hail pummeled the plane. From the aisle of the plane, an exiting passenger snapped this picture of a nearly shattered windshield. A flight tracker shows the plane abruptly turning around over Lake Michigan. After a short delay, the passengers switched planes along with the pilot. Incidents of planes being damaged by hail are not uncommon and can cause serious damage.
Okay, that image of that flight tracker,
Yes.
that makes my stomach turn a little bit. Now, Chris, what is your top videos from this week?
Okay, well, mine also has a bit of an aerial view, but not quite that to that degree here. We've got, I think, drone footage. And Mike Hodge, who's one of our, or Dave Hodge, pardon me, is one of our camera operators here at the Weather Network, and he captured this. He did a spectacular job. So Elora, Ontario is really one of the most charming, quaint places you can find. And this, just in the fall, it's just spectacular. So that was my choice of this week.
Oh, so beautiful, so
Yes.
calming. But Chris, you know, we want fall to look like that.
Indeed.
But sometimes it just doesn't happen, right?
All right, yeah, sometimes snow gets into the picture, and snow is the story right here with our Storm Center coverage. Okay, we're talking about it's already snowing in eastern British Columbia, higher elevations and into the Rockies. Up to 25 centimeters is possible. A widespread 10 to 15 centimeters. Red Deer West, Edmonton, less than 3 centimeters. Calgary, this is going to be a tight call for you because you're going to see snow change to rain, change back to snow. So let's take a look at our conditions. And through the afternoon, strong winds out of the west for the area, and then by the evening the cold front comes through, changes everything to snow, and then that will wind down through tomorrow. So really you've got to get through today, and it's going to be a dicey drive to say the least. Southwestern Saskatchewan also snow picking up through the course of the day to tonight, and then we'll watch this storm for northern areas of Ontario. Rachel, areas away from the shores of Lake Superior, over 10 centimeters expected.
All right, find the gloves, find the shovel, find the hat. Lots of things to do this weekend.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
When severe weather strikes, get critical information through Storm Center on our app, website, and TV channel. Stay ahead of active weather.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month is brought to you by the Breast Cancer Society of Canada. Find out how you can dress up your life to support breast cancer research.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Breast Cancer Society of Canada wants you to dress for the cause by dressing up different aspects of your life and raising funds for breast cancer research. Every week, fundraisers across the country will dress up different aspects of their lives, share progress on social media, and challenge others to do the same. Week 1 is Dress Up Your Door by dressing up your office door, front door, or any other door you can think of. Week 2, Dress Up Your Desk. We want to see those home office desks or any other workspaces full of pink. Register at dressforthecause.ca. Plan your dress-up activities and challenge others to donate and do the same. Join millions of Canadians who are dedicated to saving lives through breast cancer research. Go to dressforthecause.ca to sign up and donate today.
Transatlantic slave trade. We only talk about the ships that made it. We never talk about the ones that didn't. And we want to tell those stories.
Well, when you live in a country as big as Canada, you certainly can get a wide range of weather, and we certainly are not in Storm Center for beautiful Halifax, getting up to 17 degrees with sunshine today. No, we are looking at you on the west coast, especially within Alberta. We still have lots of moisture building along the BC coast for places like Bella Bella and Bella Coola over the last 24 hours and going into the next, over 100 millimeters of rain, about 20 down for Metro Vancouver. But the Storm Center coverage really brings us here into Alberta, where cold air is moving in, especially through the weekend. As that transition happens, lots of moisture associated with this big snowstorm on the way. So Chris Murphy and I will break down all those details today. Now, as we look to the east, warm and quite pleasant for Atlantic Canada, but we've got another storm brewing for the Great Lakes. And yes, this weekend, we're getting a decent amount of snow.
The Subaru Forester. Always safe, always ready for adventure.
For Patrick, who succeeded with Leo, he now finally likes to go to kindergarten.
My mom, she actually thinks I don't know how much she does for me.
She's the sweetest reason why on Sunday, I don't think about Monday.
Merci, the pleasure to choose from a unique collection of fine European chocolate.
Introducing Advice Plus, a new way to create a plan together that keeps you heading in the right direction. We start by getting to know you better. Then we'll work together to build a plan that grows with you, adding personalized products and solutions along the way that can help you reach your goals tomorrow. We get to know you better to guide you better. Today and tomorrow. Advice Plus, only from Scotiabank.
This weather segment is powered by Supreme Basics Office Supplies and Furniture. Fast delivery, thousands of products online. Supreme Basics, the office expert.
Happy Friday, October the 16th today. Thank you for spending some time with us here at the Weather Network. I'm Rachel Schutzen. Chris Murphy will be along in about a minute with Share Your Weather, some of the best pictures and videos that our audience has sent us throughout this week. Now, as we look at today, cooler than yesterday, yes, still have a bit of a breezy northwesterly wind and the potential for some water spouts today over top of the Great Lakes with some of the cooler air coming in and a little bit of lake effect rain. If it was a little bit colder, yeah, that would be lake effect snow. We're seeing a little bit of that moisture this morning up towards Collingwood and Barrie, and some of that actually could End up in cottage country tomorrow morning, too, with a little bit of mixing. Places like Parry Sound. Bancroft will be -2 tomorrow morning. So if you're heading north, things are going to be cold. Lots and lots of layers. This afternoon for us, we're definitely cooler than yesterday, but still quite comfortable today. We will see that sunshine. The rain is now well off to the east of us, but the winds are still going to be with us through the afternoon. As we go into the evening hours, we're dry, 9 degrees in Toronto. Those winds ease. They calm right down. And then as we look at that 3-day forecast, this gets us through the weekend. On Saturday, that's your sunniest day. Still a little bit cool. Temperatures try and warm up as we go into Sunday, but we have a system coming through, and this system, while it will be bringing some big snow to the north of us, north of Superior, it sort of drags a front across our backyard, and it could bring some late day spotty showers on Sunday. All right, time now to share your weather.
Lovely photos. Beginning in Clayton, Ontario, Wahid Usmani, thank you very much for sharing in this. Looks like a beautiful walk. Lots of serenity there. In Black Rock, Nova Scotia, Mark Davison sending that one in there. Beautiful Kings County to Wentworth, Nova Scotia, which is a very popular ski destination in Nova Scotia, but those falls looking almost ghostly, I must say. So Liz, thank you very much for grabbing that. And Al McLaughlin in northern Manitoba commenting on some of the squalls he was encountering there. Got some videos here to share with you, and looks like we're playing catch out with the leaves in Coleman, Ontario, in Marsh Bay. Yes, that's one way to pass the time, to be sure. Oh, isn't this nice? Lovely. In Halifax, Nova Scotia, where we have some sunshine today, forecast upper teens. Enjoy, because rain's coming back tomorrow. And in Saskatoon, Mike sending in this of a beaver. And I think this is not Mike's first video. I wonder if this is the same beaver. Maybe he's got one nearby. And good to see this one is thriving and doing well. Saskatoon will likely miss the bulk of the storm that's coming in for later today, but areas to your southwest expect heavy snow. And we'll end things off with a time lapse of the clouds in Nanaimo, British Columbia.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by D Squared for all your snow removal needs.
Wildfire smoke creeps over Colorado. Thousands of households across Northern California bracing for power blackouts as dry weather threatens to touch off new fires. The power is expected to be cut off to about 50,000 customers as a preventative measure against potential fires. And strong, dry Diablo winds in Northern California threaten the area along with those hot temperatures. Over 50 people at least have lost their lives, people being rescued by boats as well after record rainfall produced widespread flooding in Hyderabad, India. And that is the fourth largest city in the country. The Cameron Peak fire continued to burn across northern Colorado, and this is now the largest fire on record in the history of the state. This has prompted road closures and widespread evacuations. Autumn snow, or Snowtober as it's being called online. This was last weekend there in Fort McMurray, and we've had snows further south in Alberta already this week, and more coming into British Columbia as well. High elevation, so through the mountains, 20 to 30 centimeters, widespread 5 to 15 centimeters. Strong winds means snow squalls in southern Alberta later today, 5 to 10 centimeters in southern areas of Saskatchewan. And into northern Ontario, that storm system moves towards you for tomorrow and Saturday, and as you get north and away from the shores of Superior, those accumulations could exceed 10 centimeters.
The Subaru Forester. Always safe, always ready for adventure.
She can't send you flowers. He can't write you a letter. She can't give you a hug. They can't thank you. And we can't thank you enough. To all of our PetSmart associates, for being selfless, for being tireless, for always being there, caring for every pet like they were your own. We say thank you.
At Chartwell, your social circle is more than friends and neighbors. It's the people who can brighten up your day with a friendly good morning, and who can bring an entire night to life with a few good laughs. That's the difference of safe community living at a Chartwell residence. Visit chartwell.com and see why life is better together.
We always thought we'd have two, but the third just kind of happened.
That's our middle one, real handful.
Came home with a tattoo one day. Jim plays hockey, but we wanted them to pursue their own passions. We're just happy they're not parked at the mall all day.
Oh. Where have you been all weekend?
Don't you use that tone with me.
The new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek, born to adventure.
It's great to have you along with us on this Friday. A bit of a chilly Friday, and you can thank the jet stream for that. A big trough in the jet stream allowing this modified, cooler Arctic air to filter into our backyard. Arctic by no means. 11 still the daytime high today. Oh, look, actually, we bumped that up to 12. 12 is now the daytime high today. And those winds at times could still be gusting to about 40 kilometers an hour, but overall not as windy as what we saw yesterday, and definitely not as wet. We've got sunshine on our side today. We are looking at a pretty nice forecast as we go into tomorrow as well. Yes, a little below seasonal, but overall, we got the sun. Now, things start to change when we go into Sunday. This is where we are tracking this system from the west coast, moving across the country, bringing a big snowstorm north of Superior, and then likely some showers for us by the time we see Sunday evening. We'll chat more about this throughout the hour, because right now, it's time for weather history.
Hi there, I'm Chris May, host of This Day in Weather History, a podcast from the Weather Network. It's October 16th. I think a lot of us know where we're going with this. 1954 Hurricane Hazel. Why is it so memorable? Because it hit Toronto. How did it hit Toronto? We're going to talk about that starting right now. The estimated costs in damage were pegged at, back in 1954, over $137.5 million. That equates today to roughly over $1.3 billion. But more than that, it took the lives of 81 people and left 4,000 others homeless. It peaked as a Category 4 storm when it was still in the Atlantic, but held on to hurricane Category 1 status as it entered Canada as an extratropical storm. So why Toronto? It's so deep and so far inland. It merged with a passing cold front, part of an area of low pressure, but then was blocked by an area of high pressure that was just to the north and to the east. Meaning, and this happens all the time, it unloaded all of its moisture on this area because it stayed that long. Toronto's infrastructure took the biggest hit, the wind, the rain, and it washed out 50 bridges at the time. Torontonians, having zero experience with hurricanes, A, didn't know what to do, and B, took it as a complete and total surprise. Prone to flooding, the Humber River raced downstream through Woodbridge when a dam broke and flooded the entire plain beyond that. As a result of Hurricane Hazel, any further residential development along Toronto's waterways was strictly prohibited, and it was turned to parks. They learned from the events of Hurricane Hazel that happened this day in weather history.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Echo Power Equipment. Superior work demands superior products, backed by an industry-leading 5-year warranty.
Lots more winter to go for people in Alberta. But before we dive into that forecast and talk about snow, I want to take you to Masonville, Colorado. Look at the smoke in the sky. The Cameron Peak fire is now officially the largest fire in Colorado history. Over 150,000 acres have been burned. Now, California, of course, has been making headlines for months when it comes to the wildfires here. What you're looking at right now is a brush fire in California. This is in the foothills of the southern Redlands, and you can tell this fire continues to rapidly burn. And for people in Alberta, this was not the only dose of snow you'll be seeing this week. Another big system, quite powerful, quite moisture-laden, makes its way in today, and we'll have your Storm Center coverage just ahead.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Owens Corning. Live in comfort and enjoy the savings with Atticat blown-in insulation. Visit your local building materials store.
Landfall is happening right now as we speak.
There we go!
Look.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Storm Hunters. Sundays at 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. Only on the Weather Network.
The Subaru Forester. Always safe, always ready for adventure.
Tired of paying too much for internet, TV, and home phone? Are bills impacting your budget? Call ComWave and join the wave. With the ComWave Power Bundle, you get a home phone line, unlimited high-speed internet, and TV with all your favorite channels, all for only $89.95 a month. Call now and get 6 months absolutely free. Be like hundreds of thousands of Canadians and join the wave.
So let me get this straight. I get a home phone line,
Unlimited internet, so no more overage charges.
TV with over 75 channels,
all for only $89.95 a month. Get unlimited internet and TV with all your favorite channels for only $89.95 a month. Call now and get 6 months free. That's right, your home phone, unlimited internet, and TV, all for 6 months absolutely free.
Now that's a great deal.
Stop paying too much. Call 1-866-499-8034 and join the wave.
We always thought we'd have 2, but the third just kind of happened.
That's our middle one. Real handful.
Came home with a tattoo one day. Jim plays hockey, but we wanted them to pursue their own passions. We're just happy they're not parked at the mall all day.
Oh.
Where have you been all weekend?
Don't you use that tone with me.
The new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek. Born to adventure.
It's like hell on earth, another planet entirely. Fewer people have been here than have been on the moon.
Angry Planet. Saturdays, 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Hey, it's Friday. You are watching the Weather Network, and Chris, we're about to talk about everyone's favorite season, right? Why are you laughing?
Because
Winter?
I know what's coming. Yes, yes.
You know what, Chris? I really think this was the week for many Canadians where people really started to realize, okay, things are changing and I have to get back into those routines.
Yeah.
For example, wearing actual socks, right?
And jackets before you leave the house.
Totally. You know what? Finding where your windshield wiper or your scraper is. I actually keep mine in my car all year round,
Perfect.
so it really never leaves my trunk. But little things like that. What do you think is one of those most maybe annoying parts of winter for you? What are you kind of dreading?
Oh my goodness! Oh, definitely scraping the windows before I can even leave the driveway. That's almost like a daily chore.
You got it. And you know what? Nathan Coleman has a little hack for us.
Oh, okay.
What you're supposed to do when the inside of the windshield becomes frosty. So here's Nate.
Most of us are used to scraping the outside of the vehicle. After a major temperature drop, I found myself scraping the inside. Naturally, I posted a video to Twitter. After a quick retweet by MurphTWN, the responses started pouring in. Put a sock full of clean kitty litter in your car. Leave it there. It will absorb moisture. Put a couple of tea bags in your car. They will suck up the moisture before it frosts. Seeing a common theme here. Moisture. Did you know moist is a word American psychologists have said many people hate? Moist, moist, moist. Back to the issue. Turning off your heat and cracking your window before you get home will prevent that. Well, those are all great solutions, but in my case specifically, it's simpler than that. I discovered my trunk hadn't fully closed the night before due to the latch getting caught in this yellow strap. That allowed moisture to seep in through the crack, making for a frosty morning surprise. So, in conclusion, make sure your doors, windows, and the trunk are tightly sealed. For the Weather Network, I'm Nathan Coleman.
I tell you, when it comes to hacks, that Nathan Coleman is, no hack.
He is so awesome. Now, Chris, let's just take a look at this quickly. Temperatures across the country. I think many Canadians are going to be feeling the chill. They are going to be scraping off the windshield. And I know this, especially when we look at Alberta, leads us into our Storm Center coverage.
Widespread 10 to 15 centimeters of snow, higher for the mountains and into southern areas of Alberta, including Calgary, Lethbridge, and Medicine Hat. Watch for the development of snow squalls. They're stopping around 2 o'clock this afternoon. By 5 in Calgary, it's already changing to snow. It'll follow suit further south. That means poor visibility, easy out on the roads.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
When severe weather strikes, get critical information through Storm Center on our app, website, and TV channel. Stay ahead of active weather.
Wildfire smoke creeps over Colorado. Thousands of households across Northern California bracing for power blackouts as dry weather threatens to touch off new fires. The power is expected to be cut off to about 50,000 customers as a preventative measure against potential fires. And strong, dry Diablo winds in Northern California threaten the area along with those hot temperatures. Over 50 people at least have lost their lives, people being rescued by boats as well after record rainfall produced widespread flooding in Hyderabad, India. And that is the fourth largest city in the country. The Cameron Peak fire continued to burn across northern Colorado, and this is now the largest fire on record in the history of the state. This has prompted road closures and widespread evacuations. Autumn snow, or Snowtober as it's being called online. This was last weekend there in Fort McMurray, and we've had snows further south in Alberta already this week, and more coming into British Columbia as well. High elevation, so through the mountains, 20 to 30 centimeters, widespread 5 to 15 centimeters. Strong winds means snow squalls in southern Alberta later today, 5 to 10 centimeters in southern areas of Saskatchewan. And into northern Ontario, this storm system moves towards you for tomorrow and Saturday, and as you get north and away from the shores of Superior, those accumulations could exceed 10 centimeters.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I use GoDaddy Websites Plus Marketing, so now I can manage my online store, even when I'm on the run.
It's like a boost for your business.
Create your free website with GoDaddy and make your business a star.
What?
Hills always starts with a pet's biology to anticipate their ever-changing nutritional needs. For differences you can see, feel, and trust. So you're always a step ahead.
How about we grab a picnic and hang out by the lake?
How about we put on our swimsuits and hit the pool?
How about we play tennis? Now you can meet people over 50 who love doing the same things you do. On our time. Start for free today. 18 plus.
It doesn't take much to enjoy a romantic evening. A little creativity and Ristorante Pizza. Wherever you are. Ristorante, real Italian restaurant taste by Dr. Utker.
Chase is on Clear Out is back again at Kia. And we're all chasing new places, experiences, and our dreams. Our vehicles like the Forte are packed with great features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and blind spot detection to keep you connected and safe for whatever you're chasing. Get your 2020 model before they're all gone. Right now, get as low as 0% financing for 84 months, plus up to a $2,000 clearance bonus.
This weather segment is powered by Supreme Basics Office Supplies and Furniture. Fast delivery, thousands of products online. Supreme Basics, the office expert.
Well, we have said goodbye to the showers from yesterday, but hello to some cooler air, and we certainly do have the potential of seeing a lot of snow in Ontario this weekend, far away from us, and I'll get to those details in a second. But let's jump into our weather story here. As the colder air comes in, potential for some water spouts again over the Great Lakes. Also, the temperature difference, it is big between the air that's moving in, cold, still relatively warm as we look at the water temperature. So that means a little bit of lake effect rain and snow is possible. We've been seeing some showers this morning up towards Collingwood and Barrie, but up through Cottage Country, some mixing is possible as we go into -2 tomorrow morning. As we focus in on your weekend forecast, Saturday morning, that's a crisp start. -2 in Bancroft if you are traveling up the 400 or 11 or heading up to Bancroft, Highway 28. I know that route very well. Make sure you bring lots of layers. As we focus in on Saturday, 13 degrees is the high in Toronto. And then this is that snow I was talking about. Sunday's system. This is bringing widespread snow into places like Geraldton and Lake Nipigon. But for us, just a little bit of rain. Thankfully, we're far enough to the south, not talking snow quite yet. All right, time now for health and weather. How to weatherproof your bedroom. Canadians are having trouble sleeping. From stress at work to too much screen time. Stats Canada says about 1/3 sleep fewer hours per night than recommended for optimal physical and mental health. And we all know weather doesn't help that statistic, especially in the fall with huge temperature swings and big fall storms. So what can you do to create the most restful environment? We'll start with the temperature.
The ideal temperature to sleep in is somewhere between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 17 to 22 degrees Celsius. And the reason for that is because our body temperature naturally drops as we're settling into sleep. We fall asleep more easily in cooler temperatures and we get better, deeper, more restorative rest.
In the fall, frost advisories and heat warnings can happen in the same week. Always look at overnight lows and humidity levels. This can help determine when to shut off the air conditioning. Open the windows and sleep with a fresher breeze. Next comes a big storm, bringing howling winds and flashing lightning at night. How do we sleep through that?
The first thing you want to do is make sure you've got blackout blinds or a way to kind of block out any external light that could come in and wake you up and disrupt your sleep. The other thing to consider is the sound environment of your room. So white noise machine or even earplugs can help drown out any kind of noises that a storm may bring.
Heather says her biggest weather-related issue with sleep is usually kids and thunderstorms. It's important to talk about storms and reassure them that their room is safe. Remember, fall is a season of change with some of our biggest temperature swings and our windiest storms. This has been Health and Weather. I'm Rachel Schutzen.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Sure Health from Green Shield Canada, Canada's only national not-for-profit health and dental benefits specialist.
Lots more winter to go for people in Alberta. But before we dive into that forecast and talk about snow, I want to take you to Masonville, Colorado. Look at the smoke in the sky. The Cameron Peak fire is now officially the largest fire in Colorado history. Over 150,000 acres have been burned. Now, California, of course, has been making headlines for months when it comes to the wildfires here. What you're looking at right now is a brush fire in California. This is in the foothills of the southern Redlands, and you can tell this fire continues to rapidly burn. And for people in Alberta, this was not the only dose of snow you'll be seeing this week. Another big system, quite powerful, quite moisture laden, makes its way in today, and we'll have your storm center coverage just ahead. Who is seeing some good shovel-worthy snow today and in through the weekend? I'll give you two provinces. We got Alberta and we got Ontario. Alberta, we are in storm center for this system. Incredible amounts of snow coming in, especially up into the higher elevation, and then some extremely cold conditions. And then a system comes into the Great Lakes. For southern portions of Ontario, it's rain, but you get north of Superior, and we are looking at some shovel-worthy snow.